30.VIOLENCE.
Hello friends, welcome to my little paradise, to Lyudmyla's world. How come that we are humans who have the ability to harm someone or ourselves? The world wars have shown us that human beings have no limits when it comes to hurting each other, and that really makes us feel afraid of ourselves. Violence is something cultural and it's learned. In nature, only the human species has violent behavior. No other animal could engage in this violent behavior. Almost all violent people justify themselves with some false reason. It is because I was wrong. I lost my job. I did it under the influence of the impulse. She did not agree with me, etc. And behind these fallacies, there are complex ideological constructions. You can silence and put this fire out and stop the blows for a while. But if the violent person does not change these ideologies, the violence will return. If you hit your wife or partner, for example, out of jealousy, because other men look at her, it is because you believe that all women are a danger for two men, and not because your wife is unfaithful to you. And if you do not change this ideology, no matter how much you want to stop hurting her, you will return to physical and psychological violence. But if one day you can change this ideology, yes, you can unlearn about being a violent person. Because here, neither your partner nor the situation is to blame. Here, what passes you to do this is your false belief, the one that causes fear in you, fear that your wife may leave you for another, fear that another man may be better than you. It is this frustration that turns into aggression and causes violence. But isn't it more frustrating after having exercised physical or psychological violence, having insulted, belittled, and hit your partner after the fire when it is already out, to see the consequences, the tears, the bodily harm, the broken sinks on the floor, feeling sorry for what happened, and knowing that you can no longer go back to the past to change the situation. So you prefer to run away, make it seem that you don't see, as if nothing had happened, so not to see what you have done. And when you return and make peace, everything is forgotten and life continues, because the key you have is that your partner is addicted to you. Life returns to normal until the appropriate situation appears, and to the same cycle. Unfortunately, not only adults in the family context suffer some kind of violence when there are children. We are still dragging this education where hidden children is the way to educate. Since he is small and doesn't pay attention to your words, I slap him and he'll understand it right away. But do you really think he will understand since after hitting him? Or he will be afraid of being hit and thus no longer repeat the same deed? And then what happens? Over the years, he learns the form of education that you have taught him, and he will do the same with his children, or not, depending on whether he chooses not to be like you. And besides, when he is stronger than you, maybe he will hit you back. In reality, if you hit your child, it is because you don't know how to deal with in a healthy way. It is clear that it takes more time and effort to find a ways, when instead with a blow you have already achieved it and your problem is already solved. So look out. You are teaching your child that you are not capable of managing situations in life. And I am no longer saying about trauma that you are leaving your child. It is a separate issue. You are hurting him, and these wounds in most cases will never heal. And apart from that, from these wounds come future diseases. Is that how you wanted to see your child sick? React now when it is not too late. Now you have the power to transform this insane behavior. Things can be solved by talking calmly and with love. No matter how old your child is, find a way to explain things to him without traumatizing him with your disability. Because while you can still be by his side, you can still do what when you are no longer there, you cannot. See you in my next video. Kiss.